Hey y'all. So last night on my phone I got this interesting little notification that said that my channel had gotten 100 subscribers. Now to some that might seem like a low number to be excited about, but I'm excited about it. I mean, 100 people decided to hit the little red button and stay and just like stick around. Like they didn't care that the sound of my voice was annoying or, you know, my hair's too long or something weird like that. And it makes me happy that 100 people like what I do. And I hope that more will like what I do. So, in celebration of 100 subscribers, this Transformers review is going to be kind of a big one. So here are the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Aerialbots. Now these deluxe guys are all kind of the same type of transformation. Well, not exactly the same, but they all share like the same type of mechanic. Fold away legs, arms compressing into the body. Bam, you have vehicle mode. The only one that really stands out is this guy, and this is Alpha Bravo. Now when people heard that this guy was coming out and not Slingshot right away, they kind of had a hissy fit. Why? This guy's a perfectly good Transformer figure. He's an aerial vehicle, he's a Transformer, and he came with some awesome stuff. His gun is just this little belt-fed machine gun, and a hand-foot gun that all the Combiner Wars comes with. If you have Alpha Bravo's hand-foot gun as the hand, he has Gatling gun knuckles. How cool is that? But taking a look at Alpha Bravo, he's definitely the most different out of it. Like I said, he's a helicopter. His arms don't really compress in, but he does have these little tabs on the side that he just kind of hook into when you straighten out his arms. And he does have this propeller on the back. But other than that, he's just an aerial bot. And we'll get down to the transformation for all of them later. But done with controversy, on to the next guy. And this guy is Deluxe Firefly. He is definitely tied for first with Air Raid on my favorite. Just even when you don't even have him really posing, just his elbows bent slightly, he's just like in this heroic pose. But something that Alpha Bravo and Firefly here have in common, their necks actually have a little cut in the back to where they can look forward while they're flying. I think all the Aerialbots need one of these. I mean, it would have definitely been really cool, but not to say that the other ones are bad, because they don't, but let's just move on. So next up is Air Raid. He's, like I said, tied for first of my favorite of the Aerialbots. Air Raid and Skydive actually share similar molds. The legs are the same, the combiner chest is the same, and actually that's about it. But Air Raid's actually a really cool figure. The way that he's different is that his wings are actually posable, I should say. It kind of gives you a little bit of a play value with just posing the wings. It's kind of just personal preference how you want to pose this guy. Me personally, I like having his wings up like that. And finally, we're gonna go on to Skydive. Like I said, he and Air Raid share similar legs, similar combiner things, but the arms are different, the heads are different, and he definitely isn't my favorite. We'll leave it at that. Now, all of these guys have some pretty good posability. 90-degree bend at the knee, 90-degree bend at the elbow with like some faux ratcheting. Arms can go a full 360 at the shoulder because they're on ball joints. Waist joint, ball jointed hips. Overall, these guys have some pretty good posability. The only thing that they'd be really lacking is just a wrist swivel, and honestly, that doesn't bug me that they don't have one. So, why don't we get down to transformation for these guys? Like I said, transformation for these guys are all pretty similar. The only difference on this guy is that his arms don't really compress in, and his waist joint actually works into the transformation. But other than that, they're all really similar. Probably do a blindfolded if you really wanted to. And these jet modes, they're nice. I like them. Probably the only real gripe that a lot of people have are that they have visible hand syndrome right underneath there. If you don't turn the head around, the head's very visible right there. But other than that, very, very nice jet modes. Now, everyone has their own way of storing the weapons on the figures. Like some people mix and match them. Some people just like leave them with the ones that they came with. The way that I do it is Skydive gets the gigantic hand-foot missile guns. Firefly gets the other two hand-foot guns for underneath his jet mode. Air Raid gets these two thingamabobs underneath his jet mode. And Alpha Bravo gets the two regular guns for his helicopter mode. So now that we've taken a look at the deluxe aerial bot, I suppose that it's time that we take a look at the leader himself. Yes, indeed, this is Combiner Wars Voyager class Silverbolt. Now, we got a Silverbolt back in the day when Universe Classics was around, but it was an alright figure. I never really had it, but I bet I would prefer this one over that one. But like any Silverbolt, he does have the folded up jet that's on his back. It's kind of just become accustomed to Silverbolts at this point, really, hasn't it? So Silverbolt came with this little bitty shield and with this gigantic, massive cannon. Yeah, the cannon really is just really big, isn't it? But the way that these two come together is that you just plug the shield right into the ass end of the gun, like so, and you get the gigantic Superior gun. Which, yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? You can have Silverbolt hold it if you want, but nah. Posing for this guy is actually really nice. He's got some ratcheted arms, full 360 ratcheting shoulders, nice little elbow joint right there. I don't know why you'd want to have your Silverbolt do that, but you can. His wings can flap. That's a plus. He's got some full ratcheting outward movement on the hip. Nice ratcheting joint going forward on the hip. Jointed knee. And his foot can pivot backward, which if you have him like in a flying position, then it looks like that he's floating. So that's good, right? And his head's on the ball joint, so he can do a full 360, look up, down, you can get bit of wiggle waggle, I suppose, in his head. Overall, Silverbolt's a really nice figure. Let's get down to the good stuff, shall we? This guy is fantastic. So yeah, I pretty much love this thing. I'm pretty much in love with all the Combiner Wars things. Mantisaur on the shelf, Projectobots that I'm getting, I love them. I've never had a Superior on my own. I love this. I love this. So articulation-wise, the head here is on just a little mushroom peg. The arms get a good full range of motion. Can go out, back, forward, back, full 360 degrees, nice elbow bend, double elbow actually. The waist joint from the deluxe serves a good elbow swivel. Wrist can swivel, but that's because the hands just kind of pop off. Legs can go forward and back. They can go out and in. Have a good bend at the knee. Bend it forward if you want to. If you're into that, why not break your Superion's knees? It's your toy. You do what you want. Oh, Combiner Wars Superion. Is it good? Oh, yes. I recommend picking it up. Yeah. But yeah, love this thing, and recommend you go get your own. But anyway, guys, that was the big review for the 100 subscriber special, and I would just like to say thank you all. It really means a lot to me that you guys can actually stand the sound of my voice and decide to hit the big red button and stay. And well, it really means a lot. So, I'm going to thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe, like, leave a comment. I'd love to read about you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.